I must be hearing things. I heard somebody say something about the ladies on The View. That's a puzzlement. Westbound 50, an accident at Stockton Boulevard. Eastbound 50, a crash at 34th Street. And let's see, before we get to Dan, shout out to Cobex Construction. CobexCG.com, the best website in the construction business. You want to beautify your home this spring? Maybe new siding, windows, and such. Maybe you need a new roof. Give them a call. Cobex Construction, the website CobexCG.com. Do it once and do it right with Cobex Construction. And here is Dan in Sonoma. Hello, Dan.
Sean, what was it? Dr. Phil on The View. We covered that yesterday. So you people in the audience, you're already way ahead of the game. You don't have to
did they really call them the ladies of The View?
I
is Whoopi a lady?
No, I would not use that term.
She's a female.
She's transitioning.
I think.
I would question that too.
I do.
Again, being the chairman of the Ugliest Women in Politics, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I can't get any volunteers to find out what the real answers are. So anyway, these are ongoing mysteries.
It's just up to the Shallow Brothers.
That's us. We do our job every week here. Hugh Hewitt, I don't listen very often, and I tuned in early, because it was before your show starts up, and he said something kind of stupid. He had claimed that our nation is a secular nation. In other words, it's not a Christian nation, and I dispute that. I think we are a Christian nation because if you ask yourself this question, where did the founding fathers get the ideas for the Constitution and the founding documents? They did not just make it up out of thin air. It came from Christian beliefs. And everything that has been written is based on that idea. So we are a Christian society or Christian nation, which is how we became so powerful. Now, we don't discriminate. You can, if you want to be a Muslim, I don't care. You want to be a Hindu, I don't care. It's not my business. But regarding our nation and our laws and our beliefs and our foundation, yes, we are a Christian society. But this also kind of dovetails with people who interpret the Constitution. If you understand that the beginnings of the nation were Christian in origin, you can look at the Constitution and the founding documents correctly. If you're someone like Barack Obama, who looks to the world through Muslim eyes, you can never understand the Constitution the way it was written.
Barack Obama doesn't like the Constitution because it limits government.
Yeah, but he's touted as a constitutional expert. That is a lie.
Well, he wanted to learn about it so he could try to find ways around it.
I would agree with this. The left, the communist left, and you're exactly right. The Democrats have become the American communists because that's exactly what they're doing, trying to destroy this nation. They're doing a pretty good job of that. So, hey, by the way, did you see the other day, this is still, how many days is it since the hostage crisis, since October 7th? Biden was in an ice cream parlor with I forget what he was doing there. And some reporter asked him about the hostage. Yeah, they asked him about the hostages, and he's got this ice cream cone in his hand while he's talking about these people that are suffering. I mean, I can't even imagine what sort of suffering that they're going through, being captive by Hamas. He looked like a child. The imaging was just awful. And I bring that up because that's the kind of thing the Republican Party should be profiling. This is your president looking like a child, talking about a very serious situation, and then literally shuffling off afterwards. The man can barely walk. And these are the kind of things Republicans should be using against Democrats. Do you remember, Sean, it was a commercial, and I was like open-mouthed when I had seen it. It was Barack Obama doing something, and he was looking in the mirror, making funny faces, and then he's got this selfie stick, and this is in the Oval Office. He looked like an idiot. He looked like a clown. Do you remember that commercial?
A commercial featuring Barack Obama looking in a mirror?
Yes, this was not artificial intelligence. This is before all that started. Obama actually did this. I thought, you look like an idiot, and that should have been used against him.
What was the commercial for? Was it just for his campaign or for somebody else?
I don't remember. No, I don't know what it was. I'll have to look it up, but it was for real, and it was so surreal to look at this idiot acting like an idiot, and again, with all these serious things that were going on at the time, this moron pulls this kind of stunt, and they think that this is okay. If I was the RNC, I would have said, this is your idiot president. This is what he's doing with all these things that are facing us right now. This is how this guy acts. This is your president. And don't pull the race card. It's not a racial thing because that's what the Democrats would have done, saying,
never let them get away with that, Dan. Go on the
never,
offensive.
Ever. I've
Don't
said this
get
for years.
defensive,
You got to
get
fight
offensive.
that. But there's lots of things that Republicans can do. Lots of weapons that are literally just dropped in their lap. Do they use them? No.
No, actually, they could be served up the most beautiful fastball, right belt high, right down the middle of the plate, and they'll whiff. Or they'll be there with the bat on their shoulder. Probably.
You can just lob it over the plate like when you're a 5-year-old, they'd still swing and miss.
Sad but true.
Socialism failing to work as it always does, this time in Venezuela. You talk about giving everybody something free, and all of a sudden there's no food to eat. And who do you think is the richest person in Venezuela? The daughter of Hugo Chavez. Hello. Anyway, 0-2.
You said it best several years ago. I remember the first time I ever heard anybody call Obama evil. That was you, my friend, and you were absolutely right.
I stand behind that. That is one extremely evil man.
And on that note, now that we've cheered everybody up, Dan, I've got to go.
I'm so proud that I've done my job again.
Yes, and you do it well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.
Take care. It is 7:24, sunny and 65.